position, how we can flip the script and kind of start to turn this into a script. So something that I feel like a lot of our beginner and intermediate grapplers do not do is they're not performing enough wrestle ups. I can't emphasize it enough. Wrestling up is one of the best things you can do in jiu-jitsu. Once you can get a really good grip, if you're having trouble manipulating that grip, just try to find a way to hip heist and get yourself back up to your feet. So with that being said, what does the word hip heist mean? Okay, long story short, very simple. We're laying down on the mat, and the hip heist is going to be performed like this. We bring our elbow underneath us, we lift our ass up, get our knee underneath us, and we start to stand back up to this position. Now, if you're doing this in an MMA context, you can stand back up to your feet and you can start striking, right? If you're doing this in a wrestling context, you can start standing back up to your feet so you can start to re-wrestle. In a jiu-jitsu context, you can use it for submission, you can use it to stand up and re-wrestle, you can use it for multiple different things. And what I like about it is, it creates kind of like this up-down effect in grappling. Okay, so it kind of creates like a burpee effect where it's like 1 minute I'm up, then I'm down, then I'm up, then I'm down, and you have to deal with that constant level change, and it's really annoying. And it's something that we have special to jiu-jitsu that we don't take advantage of enough, I think. Okay, so AJ, come on over here, just a quick little example. If I have AJ here, actually not with the foot first, just with the arm, something easy to understand. If I'm right here and I get a Kimura grip on AJ, for example, and let's just say I can't get it, he's too strong, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, whatever, and I'm not able to do like a spin out back take, don't worry about it if you don't know what it means. I can keep this grip and I can actually use it to start standing. So something that I'll do is I'll maintain this grip, I'll pinch my elbow super close to my body, and I'll use this as an opportunity to stand back up and maybe take the front headlock position, spin to the back, and start attacking, right? So that's something that you can do. Is in jiu-jitsu, it's not always about getting down to the floor. Sometimes it's also about getting back up to your feet and creating that level change so my head gets higher than his head and I can start to attack. Today I want to talk about this in the context of starting with the single leg X position, how to get there, and then from there we're going to reverse it, turn it into a wrestler using the leg. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. AJ, let me have your leg. If I have AJ's leg, and we're right here, instead of going for an ankle lock, maybe leg locks are not my best stuff, or I don't feel comfortable here, but I have a really good wrestling background, there is nothing wrong with turning this into a single leg takedown and starting to repass the guard. Okay, but how do we get there? AJ kneeling. A few different ways that we can get there. I'm going to teach you guys the simplest way, and probably the one that I use the most, believe it or not, because it's really low key. Like, it doesn't have like a big explosive beginning to it. So there are some techniques where I can go hooks in, I can start to scoot in, and I can elevate AJ, big explosive technique, that's cool, and there is a time and place for that, I use it often, but you don't always have to. Sometimes over here, I'll be in the half guard, and this is the technique we're gonna do today, where I'm gonna take this foot, I'm gonna insert it here underneath, so now I have a butterfly hook in place. And as AJ continues to come closer and closer and closer, I can use my bottom leg to scoot underneath and roll him through. Now I have a good grip on the leg. Okay, once I have this good grip on the leg, I'm going to shelf it either here on my shoulder, underneath my armpit if I want a leg lock, whatever it is that I want to do. In this case, we're going to wrestle up, so I prefer to have it on my shoulder. Now off of this position, I'm going to reach that, and I'm going to hip heist back up to my feet, and now I have complete control over AJ. Okay, so if I want to, I can break his knee back down, start hunting for his back. If I want to, I can start bringing him back here, try to pass guard. Now I have a good scoop grip, so I can pass. Or I can pull back again, and this time I can leg lock in a different position if I want to. Okay? Let's see that again. Start knee shield position. And once in knee shield position, I'm going to upgrade from a standard knee shield to a butterfly half guard. Okay? So this is what they call this because I have a butterfly hook on the inside. So right now my bottom foot is hooking his bottom leg, and I have my foot inserted right here in between his two legs. So my top foot has inside position. Okay, now I'm going to try to get underneath AJ best I can. The way that I like to do this is I take my bottom foot off. So if you guys can see my bottom foot, the one that's blocking right now, I'm going to use this foot to pull my hips underneath AJ's hips. Once my hips are underneath his, it's going to be easy for me to elevate it. Okay, just kind of like a throw in wrestling or judo. I'm going to get underneath AJ best I can, scoop underneath the leg, and use this bottom foot to pull myself underneath, and that's going to help while balancing. Now my hips are underneath his hips, his legs are floating. I'm going to grab a hold of his leg. If I need to create a little separation, I can. Now I'm going to hip heist back up, and I can start to use this leg to either pass, okay, or if I wanted to, I can drop back down for a leg lock attack. Let's say I set up the wrestle up, then I come back down to finish the leg, okay? And you can play that interface between the two. One more time. Start half guard, create some separation. My top leg is going to turn into a butterfly hook, just like this. Now when I'm ready, I'm going to try to take my right arm and scoop underneath AJ's leg. I use my bottom foot, I pull myself underneath, and I rock him over towards the side. Now I'm underneath him. I'm gonna shelf his leg up, and I'm gonna hip heist. Okay, and off of this hip heist, I can do whatever I wanna do. You guys get creative. If you wanna slam the knee back down to the mat and start reaching for the back, go right ahead. Or if you want to, you can turn it into a guard pass, maintaining the scoop grip here, and you can do traditional stack pass just like this. Not gonna be too new to this hamstring. You get my point. All right? Yes, sir. All right, makes sense.
I mean, are you using more of that bottom foot or more of the hook? To get him
Always
off
the bottom
balance?
foot. The bottom foot. This is what I'm doing. AJ, scoot away real quick. Yes, sir. So when AJ, imagine AJ was in front of me, right? Actually, this way so I can see as well. So we're gonna be right here. Then I insert the butterfly hook and I let this leg fly. I scoot underneath AJ's leg, and then when I'm ready, watch this bottom foot. This is all I'm doing.
Okay.
I use the bottom foot to pull my ass underneath his ass. Now that I'm here, now I can elevate him really easily. Sometimes I don't even do that, Sean. Instead of even elevating him, I will literally just go like this. And
Just
now
the-
all his body weight is over there, and it's like that.
Just the rotation of the hips is
Yeah.
causing him to be off balance.
Yeah, exactly. All right, John, let me do you real quick. Nothing personal, AJ, just smaller stature. I think it'll be easier for people to see. Kneeling. So right here, I have that butterfly hook inserted.
Yep.
I have this leg flat on the mat here. Scoot underneath.
Yep.
Now I have a good grip on the leg. I use this foot, I pull. Now off of this, I can elevate him with this leg if I so choose, but most of the time I don't, especially if they're really heavy.
Okay.
Like when I get to Sean here, I don't even elevate him. He's too heavy, he's got too good of a base. All I do is I turn my pelvis. Right now, imagine there's like a light shining from my pelvis straight up to the ceiling. Instead of that light going north, I want that light to go northwest. So I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna turn. Okay?
Yep.
I can step on the hip if I want to start leg attacking, or in this case, we're talking about wrestle ups. I'm just gonna hip heist. Back up here, and then from here, you guys get creative. I don't care. Guard pass, take it back, whatever it is.
So you maintain that butterfly hook on that, like, you don't put it on the leg that you're...
Nope, absolutely not. I just leave it right there in the middle. Once that butterfly hook is in the middle, it stays there. All right, does that make sense? All right, beautiful. Any other questions? Good question. Good question, Jordan. You guys feel pretty good? All right, awesome. Let's give this one a try. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Let's do it. All right, so now what if I can't get under the leg, right? What if I go to shoot under the leg and it just can't happen? He's cross-facing me, he's pushing me away. It's just, he's not making it easy. He's switching to the upper body. So if he's going to take the leg away from you, just take whatever he gives you instead. So I'm going to have AJ right here in front of me, kneeling. So I have my butterfly ashi, my butterfly half guard position, just like this. I go shoot under the leg, AJ stops me. He takes this hand and he clubs my head and starts putting it across face. Right away, if he's taking the leg away from me, like I can't scoot all the way underneath, I don't really have enough room, I'm just going to switch my grip to the arm. Now, yeah, sure, pull me in, go ahead. Sure. So he's doing this, he's pulling me in, he's giving me a hard time. This is all perfect. I need to get heavy on this elbow, right over here, this hand that's way bigger. Don't worry, I'll show you guys from a different angle. This is going to come right over his elbow, and now here's the next step, and this is where everybody fucks this up. I still have to perform a certain technique. I still need to move my hips. So right now, I'm hanging on to this arm. I'm going to lift my ass and bring it out this way. Now I have all the angle that I need, okay? And right now I'm being nice to AJ. Typically, you really want to be cranking down on this. You can even get submissions from here. And off of this, if you guys would like the clamp position, go ahead and take the clamp position. If you enjoy the omoplata, go ahead and use that. Or now, this arm is no longer a problem. You can get right back to the foot. Okay, whatever it is you guys like to do. Okay?
Whatever it is you like to do.
Let me show you guys a different angle. AJ, I want to do the same side, so we'll just
After you
flip it
get
around.
to
Of course, yeah.
That last one was a strict break. I'm a niece, and I like that.
It's always there.
He shows the shotgun.
All right, so we're right here. I insert the top hook. I go to shoot underneath. AJ stops me. He's got a great grip on the head. I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna grab a hold of his elbow right here. Try to keep this elbow on the inside of his head best you can, okay? So I can keep a good frame here. And off of this, roll your wrist. So I'm already starting to feel a little bit of pressure on it. Nothing that's gonna sub him, but it's uncomfortable, so I'm gonna loosen that up. But ideally, you guys wanna roll your wrists and pull your elbows in towards your body. Now that I have a good grip just like this, I need to switch my hips. I do not wanna keep my hips facing the same direction. Right now, I wanna be able to turn my hips so that I'm facing AJ. I can do this a few different ways, but the basic way I'm going to show you, I'm just going to drop my foot down to the mat, pull my knee out, and just roll over into this direction and turn out a little bit. Now my hips are in a much better spot. And from here, the choice is yours, guys. Whatever it is you want to do. I was even asking AJ, hey dude, how do you feel about this? And then he's coming right up to the waist. Maybe you guys like the back. Go ahead and hit the back. Maybe you like omoplata. Get the omoplata. Whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? You could wrestle up with that grip. I shoot under the leg. He grabs the head. I clamp on the elbow, I roll my wrist, pinch everything in, you know, for now snug. I take my leg to the floor, switch my hip position, angle out. Nice safe grip, maybe I'm still not comfortable for whatever reason. Maybe I don't know what's going on, maybe I've done this to him and I feel like he's setting up a counter. Maybe I just say, fuck it. You get my point? You can just wrestle back up if you wish, okay? It's all about getting the grip today, okay? Any questions on that part? I know Sean has.
Yeah. So I do a C-clamp a lot. I don't always have that arm control as well as you do.
Okay.
And they tend to posture up. I think I'm just not getting my hips rotated into them enough.
Sure.
But sometimes they can, especially if they're bigger and stronger like ourselves, they just posture up and I lose that
Sure.
C-clamp.
So if it's a grip issue, AJ would be a better person to ask. I'll let him take that over in just a second. AJ's got a mean grip on this fucking technique. Every time he grabs it to me, it's annoying. But if they rip the arm out and they posture up, him right back on the leg.
Okay.
Because now they've taken their arm back,
Right,
and now
right.
they're right
Now
back
they're
where you
open,
want
now
it
they're
anyway. Does that
open
make
back up.
sense?
Yeah.
So that I don't need to show you that. You can visualize it. But when it comes to having that grip, maybe AJ can offer something. You got any tips?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why.
Can we rotate this way so everybody can see it?
I don't know why I'm really good at it. Right, so I'm here.
Handicap people are good at something.
Yeah, right, I gotta be good at something. Once you get good on one side, you kind of play around with your bad side to make it as good. Like this is my bad side, so I'm like, okay, I have to really pay attention on this now. How are you configuring like your hands? Are you on this grip?
I usually use the gable, yeah.
A gable, okay. Alright, so now I'm here. I'm going to my wrist at first, and then here. And a lot of times, if I do it on the other side, if I'm here, I'm right on the shoulder joint.
Okay, so you're not really on the elbow. You're controlling the elbow, but you're more up on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm more up on the shoulder. If I'm here, it's easier for him to move his thumb, and right, and then
That's
we're
what
here,
happens, yeah,
right?
that happens
And if he
a lot.
pulls his arm out,
Yeah, he's out. He wrestles back up on his own no grip.
I can back out, engage. But
That's an issue I have. I always end up staying. I always try and stay into the fight instead of trying to.
whenever
back
I'm
out
here,
the fight.
I come right. Sorry. Actually, no, I'm fucking. I'm right here.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, that's a good grip.
And then again, I just come here. Boom,
Yep.
boom.
Right, see, I'll get that right there, just like you got now.
Yep.
But then they posture up.
Yep.
Like if he just straight up with the shoulder.
Expect them to posture up.
Yeah. And then control the wrist again.
That's tackle. Good job.
So.
But Sean, if you feel like, I'm sorry, 1 second, Frank, let me just cover this. If you feel like somebody is going to posture up on you for whatever reason, the grip is not there, you're not comfortable there, maybe this technique just sucks for you and you're just bullshitting. Like Pete used to bullshit all the time.
Right.
Shows, he didn't know
Set
what the
up all
fuck he was
that
doing.
stuff,
He would just grab the gi and pretend. So if you feel like you're going to lose it or they're going to counter, just expect it to happen and just get your timing right and beat them on the triangle. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of techniques that I do that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know?
Yeah, from that clamp position too, where you get them before they posture up. There's so many things you can do from there. You have Kimuras, arm bars,
Well, because I shoot that C-clamp right from my half guard, my Z guard.
Same.
I just kick the leg through, bring the knee back up over the back,
Yep.
and drop it. But then my hips usually aren't quite in position, and then they posture back up.
Right.
I actually did this with Pete last week. I got it, and I was going for that shoulder crunch sweep, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't find his leg. So it was like a little kid at the table trying to kick his feet. I couldn't find Pete's leg, so I was like, damn, all right. So I brought him back into my closed guard, and I went feet on the hip, went to clamp, like that clamp guard situation, and we just kind of continued to roll from there. So.
Let's carry on this conversation real quick. I just want to take Frank's question.
I didn't see what you did when he postured up, and you did what'd you get to tap the wrist?
So
He postured up.
Ahnise was coming here, which isn't wrong.
Right.
It's not wrong at all. I was just training with like bigger, stronger guys, and they would just rip their arms out. So I kind of had to figure out how am I gonna adjust to this.
Right.
So I started coming like right where like the shoulder joint is,
And this is awful.
That's tough. That hurts.
and I'm in this nice little gable grip. My elbows are nice and tucked in, right?
Right, if they posture up.
Now I posture up, legs out, triangle.
But then you postured up more, and he finished you with something on the wrist. I didn't see what he was doing. On the wrist.
because his wrist
Yeah,
got-
it was over here. It was
It
a
was
Kimura.
here.
Oh, okay, Kimura. Okay, yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
just like that.
So you can do that with the triangle. Okay, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it. A doesn't work, go to B. If B doesn't work, go to C.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not
From that
like-
position, like I said, there's so many. You have A, B, C, D, E, F.
There's
Or-
too many. This is a whole.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not good
couldn't
at
even
hiding.
start.
I'm not good at hiding it with submissions. Like he's calling them out before I fucking get to him. And like,
Sure.
You know,
You
but
get to
I'm
that
calling.
point.
But I'm calling them out too. In fairness, so I think it's after like 6 months, you're kind of like, oh, I know what you're going for. Now it's just defending it.
Yep.
But for me, I need to learn how to get from okay, baseball bat didn't work. Let's try
Yep.
something stupid.
And
Comes
dude,
with time.
if all else fails, go back to what I said earlier. Wrestle back up and hop on the back. Now your head is higher than his head. Front headlock, spin to the back.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all you got to do. If you feel like you can't get anywhere, just keep that fucking
I
and stand back
just
up.
for anybody that rolls with me knows that I don't wrestle up enough. And that you mentioned it last week to me, but I get way too comfortable. I think
got this
He lies down like
I end up just
he
going
lies
this,
down like
and I'm just
Deadpool.
like,
waiting
okay, I'm just gonna frame. And I'm really trying to break that habit because I'm really trying to get on top more, and I'm really trying to get out more. But some of you younger wrestlers that are still stronger and faster, sometimes it's like I know I can't keep up, so I just go, okay, well I'll just stay here and I'll just defend. I mean,
That's it.
That's what I end up doing. And I have to break myself of that habit.
But yeah, guys, how about this? Let's give it a try. I definitely want you guys to get a couple of reps on that. Let me just one more time with AJ. Just I know we've got Vlad in there. I want to make sure everybody understands. I shoot for the leg. It doesn't work. He connects to my head. I'm gonna grab a grip right here over the elbow, or if I can get it deep enough, I'll get it over the shoulder. Whatever I can get. So we'll go with the shoulder because AJ emphasized that, and AJ's better at this technique than I am. So we're here, and now off of this position, I'm gonna take my knee out, and I'm gonna roll and shrink. Sorry, to the other side. And now off of this, whatever the heck I want to do, guys. If I want to hook flip sweep them, I can. Okay? If I want to wrestle back up, I can. I want to set up triangles, I can. Whatever you want to do. All right? Yes, sir. Any last minute questions? Are you good? All right. Get a few reps and we'll call it a day. 3, 2, 1. Sean Frank, good questions.
Thank you.
You're happy.